Could the most unbelievable quarterback move in NFL history actually be on the table? Rumors linking Lamar Jackson to the Dallas Cowboys are exploding and fans don't know whether to laugh or panic. Some insiders call it impossible fantasy, while others insist quiet conversations are happening behind the scenes. Why would Dallas even consider a move this massive, and what does it mean for Dak Prescott's future? One subtle detail in this rumor is being ignored by most people, and if it's true, it could completely flip the NFL landscape overnight. Breaking news is swirling around the NFL right now, and this rumor is so wild, so unexpected, that it has fans, analysts, and insiders completely divided. Imagine waking up tomorrow and seeing Lamar Jackson wearing a Dallas Cowboys jersey. Yes, that Lamar Jackson. Former MVP. One of the most electrifying quarterbacks the league has ever seen. And the Dallas Cowboys, the most talked about franchise in all of sports. Today we're diving deep into a blockbuster rumor that could absolutely shake the NFL to its core: Lamar Jackson to the Dallas Cowboys. Let's break down how this rumor started, why it's even being discussed, what it would mean for Dallas, what it would mean for Lamar, and whether this shocking move could actually happen. It all started with a combination of silence, speculation, and timing. Whenever there's even a small pause in communication between a superstar quarterback and his team, the internet goes into full detective mode. Lamar Jackson has always done things his own way. From negotiating his own contract to keeping his circle tight, he's never followed the typical NFL script. So when subtle signs started popping up, cryptic social media activity, insiders using words like monitor, and league executives refusing to shut rumors down completely, fans immediately started connecting dots. And when Dallas gets mentioned in any quarterback conversation, it explodes instantly. Now let's be clear, this is a rumor. But in today's NFL, rumors often become reality faster than anyone expects. We've seen Aaron Rodgers leave Green Bay. We've seen Russell Wilson traded. We've seen Tom Brady leave New England. Things that once felt impossible now feel normal. That's why this Lamar to Dallas idea isn't being laughed off the way it might have been 5 years ago. Instead, people are asking a much more dangerous question: does it actually make sense? From the Cowboys' perspective, this rumor is both thrilling and terrifying. Dallas already has Dak Prescott, a quarterback who has put up big numbers, led the team to the playoffs, and been the face of the franchise for years. But the truth is, fair or not, the postseason success hasn't matched the expectations. Every year ends with the same conversation. Is Dak good enough to take this team all the way? And when that question keeps coming back season after season, front offices start exploring every possible option, even the unthinkable ones. Lamar Jackson represents something completely different from what Dallas has had. His skill set changes how defenses prepare before they even step on the field. With Lamar, you're not just defending the pass. You're defending every inch of the field, every second of the play clock. His ability to turn broken plays into touchdowns is something you simply can't coach. That kind of talent forces teams to redesign their entire defensive game plan. And imagine pairing that with Dallas weapons. A strong offensive line, dynamic playmakers, and a defense that can give him extra possessions. On paper, it's scary. But then comes the reality check. The contract. The assets. The locker room. A move like this would be seismic. Trading for Lamar Jackson would likely cost multiple first-round picks, plus additional players. That's not even including the massive contract commitment that would come with him. Jerry Jones is known for loving star power, and Lamar Jackson is pure star power. Jerseys, primetime games, global attention. Lamar in Dallas would be a marketing dream. But football-wise, it's a gamble that could define the franchise for a decade. Now let's flip the perspective and talk about Lamar Jackson himself. Why would Dallas even be on his radar? For starters, it's the biggest stage in football. The Cowboys are always in the spotlight, whether they're winning or losing. For a player like Lamar, who thrives under pressure and has already dealt with intense scrutiny, this could be appealing. Dallas offers a chance to cement a legacy in a way very few franchises can. Win a Super Bowl in Dallas, and you're immortal. There's also the question of control and trust. Lamar has always valued having a system that believes in his style of play. He doesn't want to be forced into a rigid offense that limits his creativity. The Cowboys' offensive philosophy would have to adapt significantly. This wouldn't be Lamar fitting into Dallas, it would be Dallas reshaping itself around Lamar. That's a huge commitment, and not every organization is willing to do that. Another layer to this rumor is timing. The NFL is in a quarterback arms race. Teams without elite quarterbacks are desperate. Teams with good quarterbacks are constantly asking if they could do better. And teams with elite quarterbacks are trying to protect them at all costs. When someone like Lamar Jackson is even remotely connected to trade discussions, phones start ringing across the league. Dallas wouldn't be the only team interested. They'd be competing with franchises that might have more draft capital or more flexibility. That's why this rumor feels less like random internet noise and more like a stress test. It's testing how secure Dallas feels at quarterback. It's testing how committed Lamar's current situation really is. And it's testing how bold front offices are willing to be in a league that rewards aggression. Let's talk football fit for a moment, because this is where the rumor gets really interesting. Lamar Jackson behind a strong offensive line is a nightmare for defenses. At designed quarterback runs, play action, and deep shots off broken plays, and suddenly Dallas' offense becomes unpredictable in the best way possible. Defensive coordinators would lose sleep preparing for that. The Cowboys' defense, already aggressive and opportunistic, would benefit from shorter fields and time of possession advantages. This wouldn't just be a quarterback change. It would be a complete identity shift. But with that comes risk. Lamar's playing style invites contact. Injuries have been part of the conversation, whether fair or not. Dallas would be betting that with the right protection and smarter usage, Lamar could stay healthy and dominant deep into the playoffs. That's a massive bet, and one that would follow the franchise for years. Now let's address the elephant in the room, Dak Prescott. If this rumor were ever to become real, it would mean the end of the Dak era in Dallas. Dak has been a leader, a professional, and a productive quarterback. Moving on from him wouldn't just be a football decision, it would be an emotional one for fans and players alike. That's why this rumor is so explosive. It forces people to confront uncomfortable questions about loyalty, ceilings, and championships. The reaction from fans has been exactly what you'd expect: chaos. Some fans are dreaming of highlight reel runs, MVP-level performances, and Super Bowl parades. Others are furious at the idea of abandoning a quarterback who has given everything to the franchise. And then there are fans who are simply exhausted, saying they just want whatever move finally ends the cycle of disappointment. That emotional divide is what makes this rumor so powerful. League insiders, meanwhile, are being careful with their words. No one is outright confirming anything, but no one is fully denying it either. And in the NFL, silence is often louder than words. When teams quickly shut something down, it usually means there's nothing there. When they don't, it keeps the fire burning. So where does this leave us? Right now, Lamar Jackson to the Dallas Cowboys sits in that dangerous gray area between fantasy and possibility. It's not something you can confidently predict, but it's also not something you can ignore. The NFL has taught us that bold moves define eras. And whether this rumor becomes reality or fades away, it tells us something important about where the league is headed. No position is safe. No star is untouchable. And no franchise is too traditional to make a shocking move. If this trade were to happen, it would instantly become one of the biggest moments in NFL history. It would dominate headlines, reshape power rankings, and change how quarterbacks view their leverage in the league. And if it doesn't happen, the mere fact that it's being discussed shows how close the Cowboys are to making a franchise-altering decision. Now I want to hear from you. Would Lamar Jackson in Dallas be a dream scenario or a disaster waiting to happen? Is this the bold move the Cowboys need, or should they stick with what they have and keep building? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate is far from over. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the craziest NFL rumors out there, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss breaking Cowboys and NFL news. This story is developing fast, and if anything changes, you'll hear it here first.